I've placed the mast too, and I have to say it entered in its place perfectly. I still have to play a bit with the alignment in this direction, just to make sure everything is aligned with the axis of the ship. But apart from that, it entered very well, and now we have the final position of this of the first deck of the island. Yeah, I will glue everything in place, and then I will start working around the the railing. Might be something more like this. Trying to put all the pieces in place, I've realized we also have these two large booms. Large, long booms that have to be there. And I placed everything again as a dry run. Nothing is glued. And then I realized if I glue now, there is no way I can pass the rigging underneath these booms. So I guess I will have to get out this piece again and do the railing, sorry, not the rigging, but the railing all around, put it back in place, and then come with the mast and the two booms. That's quite something. So I've placed the deck into the helping hands. You cannot see it now, but it's not important for now, because we have this long railing, the D1, and this D1 has to first come in here in this round area, round section of the deck, and I have some small diameter dowels, and apparently this one matches just perfectly this area of the deck. So in my mind, if I'd be able to play this one to give it a curvature with this diameter, I should be okay. Again, if you think this is from my head, you are very wrong. I've seen Ron doing it, and depending on how much paper you have on the table, how elastic is this layer underneath, it's gonna accept more or less of the curvature, because after a certain point you can see you cannot curve it anymore, you cannot bend it anymore. So I need another layer, another substrate underneath, a thicker one, a more elastic one. This is too thin and too rigid. I need a thicker one, more elastic. Okay, I got something else here underneath. Maybe we'll be luckier with this one. Try to keep it a bit perpendicular. Well, there is a difference, but not a big one. Perhaps I should just try to push it on each side around the bit until it gets to a certain angle that kind of approximates what happens here in the tip of the who knows. I don't know. Maybe. Let's try it. Gonna bring the deck here. Make sure it's more or less horizontal. Now you don't see it anymore. Okay, let's refocus. Okay. Let's try to place it there. See if it matches that tip. I don't care about the rest of the piece. I only care about the tip, the curved tip. Tell you something, the radius is just a bit too large, just a bit, and we are not in the proper place yet. This would be the proper place, something like this, something like this. And for all practical purposes, I think we might be okay. But again, the radius is a bit too large. I would have need something 1 or even 2 millimeters thinner than what I used. If I leave it like this, what's gonna happen? You can see on the screen that the radius is a bit large. You can see it here. But me, I cannot see it with naked eye, especially when I press it down and I got in real contact with the deck. I think the match is very good. I think so. I can try do it with something smaller, but I don't have something smaller in this moment, and I would risk ruining it. I'm gonna damage it. I think it's gonna stay like this. Sorry about my fingers, you don't see. It will stay like this, perhaps in this position or something. This is very, very close to the shape, and maybe even closer like this. And then I'm gonna, once this curved part is glued, I'm gonna start bending around these corners, these straight parts of the railing. We'll see. First of all, I need to glue this one and to keep it in place. Okay, I put some CA glue in there. You don't see it, but that's not important for now. And I try to place the piece in its position the best I can. I have to remove my glasses. Something like this. Are we okay? Let's see on the screen. I think we are okay. I think we are okay. I'm gonna leave it dry a long time, because right away I have to bend here and here, and while bending is gonna induce a lot of stress into the CA glue. So the CA glue will have to be very very dry and very solid in place. I'm gonna add some more CA glue on the exterior here at the tip, just to make sure. Sorry about that. Still moving on me. I have to bring it back to the original position. This is more like it. I'm gonna leave it dry. I said that already, huh? No. I should have stopped. I should have stopped and just leave it dry. The more I tinker with this thing now, the worse it will be. I have a feeling it's not centered properly. And it isn't. You can see it from outside, it's not centered. Now it is better. Well, it still moved a bit. Let's try more here. I'm almost perfect. I'm okay now. I'm gonna leave it like this. Hands off. More than a day has passed since I touched this railing last time, and I will try now to start bending. Should be somewhere here. If I could just keep it like this and simply bend it. You don't see. You don't see anything. Maybe now it's a bit better. No, yeah, now it's okay. Should I bend it more? Something like this. Let's see. Let's zoom a bit more. I'm gonna look at it from above, and from above it looks good. How about I try to do the same the other side? I have to bend around this point. Like this, or so. And I'm gonna have to apply some glue, some AC glue, here at the corner and here at the corner. And once those 2 points are dry, I will keep bending around this corner here. You have to realize how long it is gonna take, because for comparison, the first one I've done at the forward island, this one, it took me 3 or 4 days because you have to let it dry properly at each corner, otherwise you cannot bend it properly. Now I've managed to do some things to close this step 21, and I managed to close this railing with the method I've shown, arriving at one corner, gluing everything, and then bending the next segment till the next corner, and so on. So I went all around, and it was easier to do than the first one at the forward island, because this one was so curved. Okay, the second one was easier, and then I realized I cannot install this one, this platform, this deck here, without installing first the mast and the two booms, the large booms for the big boats. So I did that too. My booms are not parallel and are not very they're not in the final position for now. I keep moving them for a while. Of course, in this, for now, nothing is glued. Everything is moving. Okay, but I wanted to show how the things arrived in position, and I think for this one they arrived very well in position, except the fact that there is something here. You cannot really see it. I think I only complicate things. Okay. There is a spot here at the main deck where there are two holes. There are two holes. And there is nothing in the instructions about what to install, what to put in those two holes. So that one, I really don't know what to do with that one. Maybe it was something in the previous steps that I missed. I'm not sure. All being said and done, I still have to install these two small railings here and here, and that's about it, and of course to glue everything in place. So I'll be doing just that. This is what I wanted to show you earlier, just a moment ago, when the big piece was temporarily in place, a dry run if you want. Because here we have the mast, but what's here? I don't know. I don't know what this is. No idea. So I'm gonna apply some CA glue on top of these supporting structures. The CA glue I have here in the jar is not fresh, but it's still okay. We need something here in the middle too. No, I still have to do it with CA glue. and we have to keep the mast in place. Like this. I should put more. Remember what happened with the second funnel just last week or last episode, I don't remember. I think I need more. Okay, now should be okay. So I come with the bridge, I come with the mast. Let's get the mast in there first, something like this, and the bridge. Like this. Everything is now in place. I'm gonna let it dry. And of course the two railings here, and that's about it for step 21. And if we look in step 22, so this was 21, and if I look in the step 22, I can see pretty much, well, a lot of things are done. I mean, these two booms linked to the mast are in place now. The mast is in place because I needed to position properly the bridge, and what's left is this small cabin here to be installed on top of everything. So this would be step 22. So a good part of step 22 is done. But we'll see how things align. Maybe I will do an episode from step 22 and 23. Maybe. Would be a good idea.